Today we're going to go ahead and find the area of an irregular shape. It's also called a compound shape or a composite shape. You will hear all these three terms intertwined with one another, used back and forth. They all mean the same thing. So right now we have an irregular compound or composite shape right here, and you need to find the area. Well, I have no idea how to find the area of that, but I do know how to find the area of squares, rectangles, triangles, and parallelograms. So if we break this compound shape into the shapes that we know, we will be able to find that area. Here is the irregular shape that we just saw on the previous slide right here. And if you notice what I did here, I broke it down into two rectangles, one and then the second one. This one in the green right here actually represents this rectangle right here. And then the one in the pink right here, it's not the whole entire length because I use this right here. It's only from here into where it stops. So I'm going to show you how to take this irregular shape and break it down into two rectangular shapes. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and draw a dotted line to break up the two shapes. Now you can see this one and this one is the same as these two. So what I would like to do is to find the area of this rectangular shape. And right here, this rectangular shape is a 6 by 14. How do I find the area? Well, we know the area is length times width, so it's going to be 6 times 14, which is equal to 84. I always like to circle my area so I remember that's the area of that one rectangle. Now I'm going to do the other rectangle right here. This rectangle is 4, but a lot of kids assume it's 4 by 15. But I want to show you something. This 15 right here is the whole entire length of this bottom. It is not, I repeat, it is not of just this part. It's the whole entire length. But now, don't forget, my job is only to find the area of this rectangle. This is 4, but only this part. Well, let's talk about what we know about parallel sides. Parallel sides are congruent, which means this side right here, which is 15, is actually the same length as this side plus that side. So let's go in that again. 15 is parallel to 6 in this number, and they're congruent. They have to equal the same. So 15, so 6 plus what number is 15? And we do know that is 9 inches, which is what you see right here. So I'm going to find my area, which is 4 by 9. I'm going to do 4 times 9, which is 36. Now, how to find the area of this whole entire shape, I need to add the two areas. The area of the pink one, the smaller rectangle, is actually 36. The area of the large green one is actually 84. And so my total area of my irregular shape is 120 inches squared. Let's go ahead and look at another one. If you notice here, it's an irregular shape again. And it looks like here, I've got a rectangle right here. But if you look at this 6 by 6, you should see a special kind of rectangle called a square. So if we break this down into a square and a smaller rectangle, we will be able to find this whole entire area. If you noticed here, in the yellow, this is my 6 by 6 square, which is this right here. And then this smaller rectangle only goes from here down to here. So let me go ahead and draw my dotted line to break up the two shapes. So now I want to find the area of my square, which is this. This right here is my 6 by 6 square. Again, length times width, so it's 6 times 6, which is 36. Now, let's go ahead and do the pink one. Now, this is a 2 by this number. Again, just like the last one, I want to show you something. Let's reiterate. This 19 is the whole entire length of that. But I don't want 19. I only want this length right here. And again, the opposite sides, the parallel sides, are congruent, which means it's the same length. So this whole length is 19, which means this parallel side 6 plus this number here has to be 19. 6 plus what equals 19? And we do know that is 13. And if you see right here, you already saw that I already did that. So, to find this area, again, length times width. My length is 13 times 2, and so that is 26. But now, to find the area of the irregular shape, I want to add the areas. So I want to add the areas of the square, which is 36, plus the area of the smaller rectangle, which is 26. And so my area is equal to 62 centimeters squared. I have one more for you, except I didn't break it down for you like I did the last two. Oh, I take that back. I guess I don't have another one for you. So anyway, just remember, take the shape and break it into smaller shapes. Those smaller shapes are rectangles, squares, and triangles. And then you want to find the area of those smaller shapes. Well, the good news is you already know how to do that. Rectangles, area, is length times width. Square is the side squared, or length times width. Triangles, it's actually base times height divided by 2. And then you're going to add all the areas to get the area of the compound shape.